window. Ariel makes his way up the short position. Woxic will get some sound cues. Now he's got some visual cues as well, but can he find some headshots? Stuck now by the window position, and down he goes. Ali will get the opening kill of the round.
Yeah, that's a really nice opener. You know, get a kill. You got some forward positioning. Of course, jumping across into the window could cause some issues for the CTs. And ChrisJ gets things straight away. They may not expect Rops to be there, so if they decide to plan for triple or something similar, they maybe will have some problems. But no, looks like Rops will not be able to get really all that much, and nor will Karrigan. So 1 by 1, Mousesports will not turn up with any results, and it will just be Frozen looking to save his perfect Kevlar. It's a good pistol from Ence. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, it was a nice setup from Mousesports, but the wrong round for him as far as the B-bomb site setup was concerned. If there was like a bundle into B or an attempt, Karrigan had 2 flashbangs, so it may have gone very differently, but on this occasion it didn't. It will go the way of Ence. And as an underdog, their statistics are pretty bad, as HLTV mentioned. You want to see them start off. That's a nice bomb plant as well, the inverse default plant. Frozen is really trying to hang on. Oh, well, he won't get that
shot from Ali. Very quick indeed.
Yep, ChrisJ's creeping around the corner. Can he get to the gun? However, Rob's trying to help out as well. It's back and forth, and the bomb is... Where is the bomb? It's in the middle of mid, yeah. It's a tiny red dot there. All right, 2 versus 2. And now we've got a flanking position from one of the remaining Ts. This has not been a good anti-force buy so far. X7. There's time on the clock for this. Karrigan realizes he could be exposed and he's falling back, but will he get into a safe position? No, he won't. X7's got to be really careful. Such a long range. Oh, that really sucks. I don't know what else to say. That really sucks. That's the drawback of the SMGs, the damage fall off, and it's notoriously inaccurate as well, the Mac-10, but now we've got the 1 versus 1. 25 seconds on the clock. Does Sergey have an idea? They've both got AK-47s. ChrisJ waiting for the right timing. He swings out, but Sergey's got the spray.
Could still do something here for them.
As soon as he looks away. Continuation spray, though, is here for Alu. And he can take a back seat now with 2 HP. Keep his Kevlar up. Karrigan starting to creep. It can be somewhat worrisome when you're just creeping around in that mid position in a round such as this, or anti-force buy. Got to be really careful on the T side. I've seen plenty of teams over the years get caught there, but this one doesn't look so bad. Of course, Mousesports are much worse equipped on this occasion, and I wonder what their first buy round will look like. Ence being real patient. 34 seconds. Bomb plant, I'm sure, will be coming in.
Caught by the Molotov here, so that will be audible to the catwalk player. Woxic.
Yeah, Frozen must have heard that. You can see him right there by the kitchen position, so he's got plenty of sound cues. Woxic will be taken out, however, so the first kill will go the way of Ence, looking for that 4-0 now. Minute 20 on the clock, plenty of time, possession of that mid area. They've got smokes up in connector and window, which could allow for a potential split of the B bomb site. There's a re-smoke, but Karrigan, maybe knowing what is possible, will have a go. Have a go, Hero, but no heroics on this occasion. Ariel to take him down. 5 versus 3 now, a minute on the clock, and the bomb, I don't believe, has been spotted just yet. And it is making its way in towards B, but it might be a split as the players in mid are retreating.
Yeah, Mousesports have had a pretty good read of the traffic here and the direction it's going. They've got 3 players on B ready to receive this push, and immediately the bomb will be dropped there by Sunny as he goes down, and it's looking very bad now for Ence. They don't really have the firepower left or all the positioning to try to do something to salvage the situation, and the Molotov only serves to make it worse, locking Alu out for a few more key seconds, as Ariel will be able to make things a little bit easier, but the trade from Rops keeps things alive here for Mousesports with that bomb. Flashbang does go out though, which does take the AWP off the angle, so he can retake that as ChrisJ is forced into the fight by the Molotov. He'll pick up the kill against Sunny, but there's more where that came from. They are being slowed down, and they can't really afford to be slowed down. There's only 20 seconds on the clock.
Rob's waiting for the cross. He knows the bomb's going to make it there eventually. Avoids the grenade, the flashbang. That's a nice burst from him, but still no bomb. Alu starting to creep now. Has to take the duel, but Robs is having disgusting plays from connector. And that bomb will not get planted. Ariel is in no man's land. That's another round in the bag for Mousesports. To pick up rifles, to take position, to try and win the round. See Sergey with the slightest jiggle. There's the wide swing. Ariel is allowed to enter more safely now, not safely full stop. Woxic has angles from jungle. There's a lack of grenades at this point. Rops has got this rifle support for the AWP, and Chris J.
So very fast smokes are just running in before they bloom. And one of the reasons you do that is to catch CTs with counter grenades in their hands. Although it's not really worked out just yet for Ence. They have found some positioning though, and that looked like it would be a dead X7, but he's still alive. And they want to take over CT if they possibly can. Rops still doing all the damage in the world from Connector, just like he did before. A quick 2K, and that bomb's not even planted just yet. X7 will finally trade 1 kill, but it's still a 4 versus 2. And Mousesports are playing it safe right now. They're letting the smokes go. They know that they have more numbers. They know that they have more utility. And, well, the Ence are in just generally an awful spot. So if they coordinate together, they'll be fine. That said, Sergey does manage to peel off one more player. Oh, okay, now he's making this doable. Sergey is very close to that transfer on the weakened Karrigan, doesn't complete it, but that was a very good attempt.
Sergey's very capable of being the human highlight reel for Ence to collect the bomb. I don't know if he can hear that. I think he probably can. You can see his rotation, so he must have. Here's the push into the B bomb site. This is no surprise to Mousesports at this point. Karrigan will open the proceedings. He'll get traded, but there are plenty of CTs here as well. Frozen now from a short position, taking Sunny out, but the AK is still in play.
Yeah, it's very difficult for Ence to make this work. They're all stuck on the bomb site. The CTs are beginning to surround them, and it is just a matter of time until they try to burst onto that bomb site together. Now Rops is in position, very precise once again, takes down X7 as the rest of his teammates now start to make their way forward to in the market area at this point in time. Rops has been dealt with, so that does help, does give some kind of a chance here, but Sergey's got to go huge again, and he may just do that! There we go, 4 kills for Sergey, he's done it, what a beautiful clutch from him.
It's worth keeping note of, but they've got to win this round, Mousesports, otherwise they could be in a lot of trouble. Rops now in that short position, only good for 1. He's done a lot of damage though. Chris J from a very familiar spot. You can crouch here to hide from Palace as well. He'll hold down the A site, the A bomb site for the time being. Sergey starting to creep though, but X7 will punish Chris J for making his way towards triple. However, Woxic is rotating in the same position. Ariel's being patient, and Karrigan goes down again. Maybe feeling the urgency, Mousesports, considering they've got no money in the hole. The forward plays will be punished by Ence. They are patient and they are ready, but the round's still not over. Woxic is still alive, still waiting in CT.
Yeah, the youngsters need to deliver now. Robson and Chris J have done the damage that they can to try to pave the way for some success in this round, but you can see Woxic just shouldering the position. They're expecting perhaps an AWP to peek it. And oh my god, he's so quick, isn't he? Able to catch Sergey as he jumps up onto the box. And that does create some problems because Sergey was the most forward player. Now X7 has to move forwards with the AWP. Ariel is still in Palace. Too afraid to go wide, knowing that there is an AWP in CT. X7 gets that plant towards triple. Woxic now with the smoke grenade trying to cover some grounds. That smoke will keep him safe as he passes that sandwich angle. And now Frozen needs to go into position. So quite a lot of time to work with here for this retake. As Frozen starts to make his way through connector.
Well, there's time if they can find a defuse kit. At the beginning of the round, it was only Chris J who had one. And they don't have the kit just yet. The last pieces of utility being deployed now. The kit is right next to the bomb, actually. Woxic's picked it up, going for the defuse, but is he holding on to it? Either way, he's dead. He'll get shot through.
It's going to be interesting to see if Mousesports can bounce back here. This is a great start for Ence, all things considered. That's a really fast anti-eco. Love to see that.
Yeah, we haven't seen... We'll also take that spawn towards B. Again, if you're a CT trying to jump on the box to peek the apartment, you are exposed. There's a crossfire, there's a sandwich, and the CTs are ready. The bomb's been spotted now. 5 versus 3. There's no response to these frags as Jet from Ence. Awkward angles, and they're made more awkward as Karrigan repositions.
Yeah, this is not looking all that good for Ence, and I understand the idea. I understand what they were going for with this, but it's not worked out. I think you know, you represent... There's a couple of things that work really well for you here, because as you're saying, James, you're Ali getting that quick spawn into the apartments. It can look like a default, very often when an AWP's playing the extremity like that, and so that's what you're representing. Or, you know, it's the case where you have a way to support one another, and you can see they're giving up connector, they're giving up stairs, they're giving up jungle and window, but they are just playing retake towards A. They have a hold of CT spawn, and I like that. Just making sure that you don't get spotted whatsoever, although the gunfire will do the trick in terms of the information. Drops to spot the second one as well, And there's there's no punish there. It's interesting because the CTs know exactly where the Ts are and vice versa. Although, seems like Frozen didn't count on the AWP being there. And Chris J, he might find a time, and this could be huge. Finds the first kill. Surely some response must be had, and it will be by Chris J. The trades come through, but the bomb's down, and it's just Woxic left when all of the dust settles, and he won't be left for too much longer.
So they have to hold their angles, try and play close range and pop heads. The CZ has been lost. I think Chris J was just about spotted there. There he goes. So nothing untoward. Ence got a good chance at 10 rounds here. Of course, Mousesports are not far away from their next buy, but you've got to have some short-term targets. Good patient play with the 5-7 will be costly for Aerial. That might make him miss some grenades later on, and Sonny will fall as well. Now there are rifles in some very vulnerable places, and things could get cut. Oh my god.
Well, that's a little bit awkward. It shouldn't get worse.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, both players have full HP, and Woxic only has a USP, so they should be fine. As you say, it's about the guns being collected, and they can spend some time, dealing with that if they'd like. And, Woxic, he's not going to have any range to work with the USP. It's just...
There's a rifle on Cat, but X7 has seen him jiggling. You can see that rifle just tantalizingly just lying there. So if you did manage to collect something from that mid position, then that would have been... But do Ence even want to rotate at this point? Because surely they must realize that there's a potential to run into farming weapons such as the Mac-10. Don't want to give that extra money to your opponent.
Yeah, definitely don't. It's definitely something that is avoidable, but you can also create setups to try to steal guns away, and that's what they're looking to do here. Try to guarantee at least a kill. Some economic damage has been done. They've taken down Carrigan. Is there any more damage to be done though? X7 has the UMP now, so Chris is going to be fairly careful. But it looks like it will be all under control after all. So I like that. I really...
X7 drops that smoke grenade, that allows the rotation, but it will be a far one. But Sonny's here from the short position, which might just help. X7 goes by the van. He will be traded. Smokes are up. There are 4 smokes around the B bomb sites at the moment, and it's now made a 3 versus 3. Carrigan with a 2K. That's a really smart Molotov from Woxic. The spray as well. Great awareness from him. Not something you see too often, but the idea is fantastic. Everything starts to slow down, and Sonny is still by the pillar. Some of his teammates rotating towards that market position, holds his position from Carrigan, and Sergey will be taking that in the meantime. Woxic, drops down to 3 HP, and he's the last man standing. He has a high ground advantage, but not for long. He'll get popped by a patient Alu, and Ence will make it to 11.
Yeah, that round it felt like it was on a nice edge. I think that's we'll see Mousesports.
Which will they come? A lot of grenades. Maybe the Molotov towards triple, and there are 2 CTs here to deal, and deal they will. Aerial, though, in a 1 versus 2 on the bomb site, that won't quite work out, but look at the rotation. So many CTs to deal with this. Mousesports won't realize how far away they are. There's a pop flash for Rops. Bomb is indeed planted as a rotation towards CT spawn as well. So will Ence be patient. Rops will hear one of them. There's a HE grenade, almost a free kill. A great patience though from Rops. And that will leave Sonny. He's so sick, I can't believe it. He's got 4 HP now, Rops. He can play the information. I think Woxic may be spotted there, but Sonny will eat the flashbang. Woxic moving deeper now. Rops shows presence. And again, Woxic was default, but he's long gone. He's in the shadow position. Sonny has a 1 versus 1. He has a defuse kit as well. There's the first shot. He doesn't have anything to kill Rops with, though. Position will win out the round, but that 2K from Rops was absolutely absurd. The sheer awareness, he sees 1 player, but he's expecting the second player to come around with the bomb in tow for Mousesports. Sonny rotating in. X7's got a 5-7 running distraction. Sonny needs to get these bursts and pop them. They're trying to fall back now. They're regretting their decisions. The bomb's left the B bomb site. They're going back into mid. There are still 3 smokes up in mid. Chris J had the high ground advantage towards B. That is bizarre. 3 Mousesports players moving into B from a short position and then retreating and still holding on to the bomb. Feels very risky, but here they are. Chris J maybe will try to sell something towards the B bomb site. They have no position on T ramp. Frozen has been taken out. Woxic still in mid with the bomb. Rops doesn't really have anybody to help him with these angles.
Oof, this is a bit rough. Rops needs to do it once again. Gets the opening kill against the CTs with that Krieg. And Sergey starts to turn his attention to this position, as will Alu from CT. And Alu will be quite successful. Now Sergey, that's his time to strike. Now the attention is on Alu. Rops again, it's just all on Rops. He has to ace this one to make it a reality for his team, but he has 20 seconds to get that bomb planted. It's just really surely not enough time, but he continues to do the damage. He's got to go up the stairs to get the bomb, and the angle's being held. He simply won't be able to contest X7, and that'll be another round for Ence.
Maybe there's some nervousness and doubt with how many rounds Ence have on the board already. I don't know, but that was an unusual one for sure. Yeah. And it's put them in a really bad situation now. Their money absolutely sucks.
Yeah, it's very strange. Oh, that's a nice pop. Showing off that jumping accuracy of the MP9. But yeah, it's an interesting one because you wouldn't normally try to... Sometimes what a team will do, like Train is a really good example. You'll threaten B really heavily, you get that rotation from CTs in B, then you hit that really fast rotation down ladder, right? And you catch the CTs out of position. Mirage, that doesn't quite work like that. You don't have that...
Well, the window smoke lined up towards the B bomb side. They've favored this a lot. X7 though, he's going to catch a lot of people with grenades in their hands. Does he pull the trigger straight away? He does. He's got a transfer there as well, and he falls back. Even if he goes down, we'll expect a second player. Now they're trapped. They're just in a sandwich. Robs, will he look for a second player? Of course he does. It's Robs, but he will get traded. And this is a disaster. This is a really key round for Ence to absolutely devastate Mousesports. 2 versus 4, a Mac-10 and a Krieg versus 4 Ence players. Carrigan will get isolated by the smoke, lost the bomb again, and Chris J's got to just run through. A flashbang gives him a chance, but there are so many numbers here. Does he have the bullets for this? Too many man on road.
Situation for Mousesports. There's always a way back in Counter-Strike's not over until it's over, but it's definitely looking close to over here for them. They do get a trade here, but it's just pistols, no, well, 2 Kevlar.
Outside of the pistol round, really Mousesports have won 1 round in this half.
Yeah.
3 in total, but again, 1 is kind of gratis, so from the buy rounds and onwards, it's just a 1 round. So it's been a cold start for Mousesports so far.
Statistically, this has been a troublesome map for them, which is so strange because historically, we had that nostalgia with the the 2018 Mousesports lineup, and they actually innovated Mirage. They were the strongest Mirage team for quite some time. They had iconic mid takes. They showed everybody.
That Molotov could be gold if he uses it at the right time. But it will be a nuisance one, and maybe that's an information play as well. Here, if you try and hear a connection. Well, Chris J's been deleted. Bomb making its way up T-ramp, and it's got to be now for Mousesports.
Again, it's going to have to rely on just individual brilliance, and Rops will kick it off again. It's all Rops and Mousesports, and he's been taken out of the equation by Sergey, who has been